Well. What
Hello,
do
hello.
we have here? It is us again after a month and some change.
We
Sorry,
are alive.
we're still here. We're still kicking. Apologies for the hiatus, uh, but we're coming back better than ever. New digs, right? Look at the background, all of that
Heck
stuff. Welcome
yeah.
to the shop, the ramen shop.
Gotta make the money.
Ooh.
We gotta make the
All of the
money.
things. Yep. So,
Selling ramen.
yep, the crew is back. This episode will be more of a, I don't know, not a redo, but we had something planned for February. February got real busy for a lot of us, so we're back now. And our idea for February was so good, we didn't just want to throw it away. So when we start the show, we'll let you know what we're getting into. But quick recap. Obviously, I'm active duty military, so I was the main reason for the hiatus. A lot of busy stuff going on over here. But life has been good. Life has been calming down for us over here. So I was just like, we have to get the show back going. We would have been back last week, but I'm old and I fell asleep and I did not wake up. So that is why we pushed it to this week. And I'm so grateful for my homies here, Jacci and EJ, for being accommodating to that. So for that, thank you, lady and sir.
Of course.
Thank you, Sir Donk.
But without further ado, I want to get into this episode because it should be great. So let's kick off the festivities with the best intro in podcast history.
Hell
And
yeah.
Say that again.
see you soon.
The following is a presentation of the That Feeling Podcast Network, reminding you to always question the answers.
Well, alright. I bet you thought you stumbled on another podcast. Of course you're right, but let me tell you about the contrast. It's really different, not an X in front of Comcast. We cover anime today and other times past. Listen and learn in that order, then replay. Be entertained by Mac, Jacci, and EJ. 3 hosts doing way more than the most, proving you can pay the lion, but it's all in the approach. Originals and sequels, the newbies and the Ichigos. The world's up in flames to the ones more peaceful. The weapons of the Shuto, manga Naruto, Monkey D. Luffy, and a lot more that you know. Subscribe, hit the like, give the algorithm life. We trying to get the same pie that Apple took a bite from. Join the conversation, let us know if you can relate. If not, you still might be forced to eat the cake. Anime, hey, eat the cake. Hey, anime, eat the cake. Anime, eat the cake. Anime, hey, eat the cake. Hey, anime, eat the cake. Anime, eat the cake. Anime.
We are back.
Hello.
I just want to get into it. So for Valentine's Day, Jacci had this amazing idea. Hey, you guys do brackets over on the Smoke Pit. How about we do a bracket here at Eat the Cake Anime, and we are going to talk about or try to rack and stack and figure out who is the best couple in anime history. Now that's a long history to talk about. Obviously, we can't have a bracket with hundreds of thousands of of couples. So we tried to figure out a good number. So 16 was a good number that we settled for, and we were going to pick them out. And once we have our 16 couples, create a bracket, put it in the fan group, and have people vote round by round to see who gets the title of Eat the Cake Anime's best couple ever of all time up to this point, because obviously
Yeah,
new
there's
additions
ones
will
to
be
come.
Yeah, I don't know if the newest ones get to count, but who knows?
we'll see. I mean, when I'm like 50 or something, maybe, there'll be another anime that comes out and I'm just like, I want these two to be there. I want this to work out for these people.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and start the segment. And never mind. We'll start it and then I'll let you guys know what's going on. All right. So brace yourselves for the reveal of my initial 16 couples that I'm putting up for the bracket. And with EJ and Jacci, they will be like, I don't know, maybe, or how about we add this couple? So The list is not concrete, nothing set in stone. It's fluid. All right. It's a fluid list. And by the end of this show, we will have our 16 couples that we'll start putting on the bracket. So let's get into our segment. Best anime couples.
Hell yeah.
Right?
What is this?
Right?
It's like, oh my god, what's that? 90s love and hip hop or whatever, like
Love and
vibes from
hip-hop,
MTV.
yo.
Oh my god, dude, that was
Right?
so funny.
So I try to, normally when they do these brackets, they'll have them like in quadrants, right? So especially for March Madness, you'll have your East bracket, South bracket, Midwest bracket, and your West bracket. So I tried to do or quadrants of the bracket.
Yeah.
So I tried to do this in a sense. So the categories I have are like the iconic couples, like couples where people are just like they have to be on here, right?
Mhm.
I have the action power couples, like couples from your shonen with a lot of action and stuff. The romantic dramas, right? Your couples from those, and then fan favorites that kind of just I couldn't really fit them in one, but I'm just like, we have to mention these. So those are my four quadrants.
Okay.
I want to start with the icons. The first couple I have is Goku and Chi-Chi. They met his
Why
kid.
did you pick that?
Look. They met his kid. I mean, because Goku is like, when you say Goku, people who don't even watch anime are just like, okay, chill.
Okay.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he's an icon. Whether
Like Dragon Ball, like everybody watches Dragon Ball. Everybody sees that couple, right?
Mhm.
They met his kids before Dragon Ball Z, and Goku accidentally promised to marry Chi-Chi because he thought marriage was some type of food. My man was hungry, and so they're married. I know a lot of people will be like, it's not a great marriage, it's not a great relationship and everything. But some people like how Chi-Chi doesn't take shit from Goku and keeps him in line and forces him, all that other stuff. So
Yeah.
Goku and Chi-Chi are the first, they're not the number one seed. Obviously, these are just people I'm throwing out there, couples I'm throwing out there. So they are couple number one in the icon region. Couple number two is Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now
So
that one's more of a I don't know, a healthier relationship, but it's definitely more giving on both sides there a little bit than
Hey, we don't question it.
yeah.
Let it be.
So so in a past life, Sailor Moon was Princess Serenity of the Moon, and Tuxedo Mask was the Prince of the Earth. So, throughout their series, it's one of those where they just start out as bickering, friends back and forth, but then they develop into their whole destiny and their partnership and their relationship. So
Love that transcends time.
Yeah, I figured they belong in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
My next now here's where it's all controversial. This is another Dragon Ball Z couple, but they could bounce the other one based on how you feel. So Vegeta and Bulma.
1000%.
Okay.
100%.
I think Vegeta and Bulma are a better couple than Goku and Chi-Chi. There's literally a scene, I think it's in Super or I can't remember, where Bulma is literally about to she's getting ready to give birth to Trunks, and Goku wants Vegeta to go with him to go train, and Vegeta's like, I can't, I have to stay here. Bulma's about to give birth at any moment. And he's like, well, why do you have to stay here? I wasn't there for Chi-Chi. Like, what's the big deal? Like,
we know.
Difference.
We know. You don't know. Goku has no idea.
Dude. This man does not understand.
He has no qualities as husband or father as Goku. You're the worst, dude.
Like,
Vegeta blows him out of the water with that.
Okay. So right now we're saying, I mean, we'll go through the whole 16, but on the bubble right now, on the chopping block, Goku and Chi-Chi are on the chopping block, right?
Yeah.
For me, they are.
Me
Okay.
too.
All right. And then my last one I threw in here was Naruto and Hinata for iconic couple.
Mm.
Jackie's
Uh-oh.
Jackie's buffering.
I mean, they could.
She's
Naruto
confused.
Well,
could
it's
also-
so the thing that's tough with this one is it's so one-sided on Hinata's side, and it takes Naruto literally the longest time to realize everything that this girl is like. She had to literally get beat up in front of him for him to be like, I'm kind of noticing her. Like that's all. And then it wasn't until like The Last of Us, I think, or the last, that's what it was. That movie came out that he's like, now the romantic feelings are spurring, and that's even like later. This is when he's like becoming a Jonin. So that's why I'm like, yeah, maybe in Boruto, I guess. But even in Boruto, I heard that like their interactions and their relationship is still like he's just never around.
Now this isn't. So for iconic, I'm just looking at the most famous couples, right? So when you say Naruto,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? So that's what this bracket kind of was.
Okay.
But they could also, like I was saying earlier, they could easily take the Shonen Jump action bracket too. As far as like,
I mean, she didn't really do no action shit though. You
yeah,
know?
but
like she was in the background, like I I believe in Naruto. I feel he can do it when everybody else was like, this dude is
like
ass.
the whole time.
Right. And
Yeah.
like Naruto was through his arc where he's like, I want Sakura. And Sakura was like, I don't want you. I want the bad dude. And then after a while, so to me, that one episode in Shippuden where Naruto was on his journey to get Sasuke, and Sakura was like, I know how to bring him back. I'll just go there and be like, I love him.
And lie to him.
Back.
Yeah.
And Naruto was like, bitch, please.
Yeah, dude, that was so satisfying. That was so satisfying.
She thought she had that shit. I know how to get him back. Naruto's like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
I've been asking about you for years, and now you want to try and
now?
Fuck off.
No? Nah. So those are my
Yanni?
four. Those are my four. Obviously, low hanging fruit in that one is Goku and Chi-Chi. So
Yeah.
that's been noted. Moving to action power couple, Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online.
Okay.
Obviously, both badasses in that world. Both are very well-known, well-renowned swordsmen and combatants in there. People usually don't mess with them. So, are we cool with those two?
I love them. Yep.
Okay.
This is the most action-packed.
Action power couple.
Power couple.
This one I was reaching a bit. I got Edward and Winry from Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay.
So they're on there. You're looking like you're trying to see. Let me see who else is on here before you make sense.
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna have to. I'll have to hear all four groups, and then we'll go. Well, 4 couples. Yeah.
Inuyasha and Kagome.
Those were my pick for the icon bracket.
Iconic.
Yeah, because I mean, they are a cornerstone of anime. I mean, if you have ever watched Inuyasha, them saying each other's names goes down in history as being the back and forth of a lifetime. It's like you hear Inuyasha, Kagome all day, like Kagome, like a bazillion times.
It's funny because Steven has never watched the anime, but I always put Inuyasha and Kagome on when I'm doing or Inuyasha on whenever I'm like doing chores or just like going to bed, just because it's an easy watch. And we watch the English dub. And of course, you always hear like almost every episode, Kagome! And Steven was like brushing his teeth. He's like, Inuyasha!
it's part of, if you're an anime head, you know that back and forth between them all the time. They're calling each other's names.
But to Black's point, though, in the comments, and what he posted is that when Sailor Moon came through, and you're talking about Usagi and Mamoru for the Japanese dub side, and then for English dub it was Serena and oh my gosh, I forget. I haven't watched the English dub side in so long. Mm-hmm. But if you did not watch anime, you at least knew who these characters were, you watched a part of this, and you knew that. So that's the only reason why, like, yes, for anime heads that like if you knew this song at 3:00 in the morning type thing for Inuyasha, like they knew that even if they didn't religiously like watch the show. But that's the only reason why I don't think it'd be like most iconic for those two. And I think that I don't know. I kind of question the action power couple a little bit, just because that's the only thing. What was the other two bracket labels?
Romantic dramas and fan favorites.
See, I would even well, you know what? I have to listen. I gotta know them all. I don't want to judge. We haven't even gone to the other two brackets.
No worries. And then finally for that one, Casca and Guts from Berserk.
Well, see, I can't comment on that. I haven't seen Berserk.
I have to agree with that. They're a tragic couple, but they are definitely an action-packed couple.
Because the golden age, like Casca, was a problem. Like she was second in command behind Griffin.
Yeah,
until
she could give you the business, no problem. Yeah. And I mean, she even stepped to Guts numerous times.
Yes,
in defense of Griffin, she was like, I'll take him out. Like, oh damn, dude, nobody. Right. She was ready to go.
So that's why I put her there. I know everybody, like, if you like anime wise, I know the last anime we saw from Berserk, like Casca wasn't really doing much, but like I said, it's the whole arc leading up to
you got to watch
where Casca was actually handling numerous foes at the same time.
But I mean, it's still one of the top tragic love stories. I mean, in all the anime, as far as because when I didn't know exactly how the brackets were going to be broken up, so mine were kind of more like the tragic love story or
and like I said, the bracket is fluid. Like we'll come to an agreement on how we're gonna, pair them up or whatever. But yeah, so that's what I got for that one. So
I'm surprised you didn't put like Eren and like Mikasa in for like action power.
Well, let's go down.
More of a fan favorite.
And I have some honorable mentions, right? That I was gonna bring to the committee.
I'll shut up now. I'll just listen. I'll let the facial expressions.
Jacki's wheels are spinning, bro. She's just like, what about them? Like, we'll get there. All
right. So the next category is the romantic dramas, right? So your little, the anime that are focused more on the romance, if you will, more or less. First up in that one, I have Kyo and Toru from Fruits Basket. Okay. I see the head nod. Okay. All right. We're working on something. Okay. Now I don't watch a lot of these, so I had to do a little bit of research. And one couple that kept coming up was Zen and Shirayuki from Snow White with the red hair.
Oh, yeah.
So this one says,
damn, you put like the hardest ones in the same bracket, dude.
Chill out. Chill out. I'm just trying. Hey, I'm not the big romance dude, so I'm just like, let me do some research. And people are just like, oh no, this couple is it. I'm just like, okay. Oh, this couple you love. I'm like, okay. Obviously,
Jackie knows
Kaguya and Miyuki from Love Is War. Kaguya-sama Love Is War.
Oh God, you suck, man.
So they're in there, and this one was a personal choice for me. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of it, but I did go back and watch. Remember when we did our award thing, and Your Name was one of the movies. So I went and watched Your Name, and that movie is good. That's a good movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's so the couple in that one, Taki and Michua, I put them in there. It's not an anime series, but it's an anime. I don't know if you want to call foul on that. If we have to cut
if the movies are allowed,
we have to cut one from there. I understand, unless Jackie has one from like a series, because that couple in there, you know, like what they went through. If you don't know the premise of the movie, you know, Taki's this dude in Japan or Tokyo. Michua is a girl in a rural town in Japan, and they, for whatever reason, like I think he makes a wish or something, they start swapping bodies, right? So he ends up seeing life through her eyes and vice versa, only to find out he was going back in time to her body because her town got demolished by like an asteroid or something, like a comet.
Oh,
So all of a sudden the body swap stops. And he's like, oh shit, what's going on? So he ends up going to where her town was because he's thinking, you know, she's still there, sees the crater, sees the shrine to her family and all that stuff. So the body swap happens, and now it's almost like Majora's Mask. His whole thing is trying to, when he's in her body, trying to prevent said thing from happening. So in a roundabout way, long story short, he makes it happen, and then life goes on, but they kind of forget about each other. And then they meet up later on in the movie and they kind of recognize each other, and then like the relationship, you know, you're just like, oh, happy
tears.
So that's why I haven't been there. I'm just like, I was struggling about, I just want to put somebody in there that I'm emotionally attached. I'm invested in their relationship.
That's recency. I feel like this is recency.
It is 1,000%. That's why the list is it's fluid. All right, it's fluid.
But you have to with the drama and the romance ones. Right. Recency bias is going to play a huge factor because, and also we got to incorporate movies because some of the movies just seem to. It's enough to convey the romance and stuff without it being dragged out, and you're kind of, you know, where you get tired of it. So it's so
I understand. Like we'll have that one kind of like low hanging fruit. Like if, you know, we get
what was the bracket name called again?
The romantic dramas.
The romantic dramas. Yeah.
Okay.
Romantic dramas.
Fan favorites.
All right.
Personal. This may be biased, but Lloyd and Yor from Spy Family. I had to put them in there because they started the whole arranged marriage just to hide each other's, you know, ulterior motives.
It's also kind of a will they, won't they?
Oh man. But as the show goes on, you can tell like it's no longer a business transaction. Like he genuinely cares for her, will do stuff for her, come to her rescue when needed, and vice versa. And you see them becoming this family with the help of Anya, you know. So it's just tell her the truth, dude. Like just come together, fight the power together.
Communication.
I think it's definite because they are a great example of the will they, won't they, and you get vested in it. You know what I mean? Because it's not a will they, won't they it's predictable by their behavior. It's a will they, won't they that's almost being like resisted. You know what I mean? So right. Like the other ones, you always see the will they, won't they where both parties are interested or one party's interested. But this one, it seems like the will they, won't they, the interest is there, but it's more that we have to not do that or we shouldn't.
I have my favorite will they, won't they's, which I have several of them. Starts off like I love the enemies to lovers or the one-sided and then it becomes both-sided or we just have to work together and then that's what I like.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm waiting to see if Willie brings up one of them.
So next one, you may know him if you watch Toradora, is Ryuji and Taiga, right? So that's another fan favorite of mine. This one may be a little debatable, might be the low-hanging fruit in this one. But we have Light and Misa from Death Note. Famous cup, like I know what you're saying. I was thinking like
the toxic ass relationship.
Oh, bro, talk about
it. That would definitely be a toxic bracket.
Start a bracket, a category of toxic relationships.
Man, they would slay that bracket. Like bam.
You want to talk about what a giant red flag looks like?
Yeah.
And then the fourth one for this one, I just went online and just, you know, kind of just Googled, famous anime couples, and in a lot of these, Victor and Yuri from Yuri on Ice. I haven't watched that,
Oh,
but that is
really?
another one where they're just like, this one is on there. So I just added it on there just to see, because Yuri on Ice won like best anime the same year that fucking My Hero came out and all of this stuff. So I'm like, it must be big. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But it's on the list. I'll get around to it. So those are what I have. But I do have honorable mentions,
All right.
and I didn't know where to put them at. So number one honorable mention. Maybe you guys can vote to put it in there on the bracket somewhere. What region? I don't know. Maybe we may have to make a new region with the will they won't they, rename one of our little quadrants. Maybe rename one toxic relationships. I don't know. First one, Okaroon and Momo from Vanderbilt.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a will they won't they champion right there.
Does this couple deserve to be on the bracket? And if they do, who are we taking off?
Yeah, I think
you could even say they could be in action. Well, because if you're gonna have Inuyasha and Kagome up there for action power couple, why isn't Momo and Okaroon in there?
Do you think Inuyasha and Kagome should move to a different?
I think they should be in the icon bracket. They are a cornerstone.
Yeah, I can see
anime.
that.
So we're taking Goku and Chi-Chi out and replacing it with
Inuyasha and Kagome in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I agree with that.
Goku's gone. They're cut. Sorry.
Yes.
He ruined it. He ruined it.
So now
you should probably be at the birth of your son.
Yeah,
Okay?
maybe Goku, maybe.
So at right now, our iconic bracket is Inuyasha Kagome, Sailor Moon Tuxedo Mask, Vegeta and Bulma, and Naruto and Hinata. So of those four, I think Naruto and Hinata to Jackie is kind of the waverable one where you're like, I don't know if that's if their couple power is as strong as their fame,
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like a solid iconic bracket now.
Yes.
So that leaves a opening for the action power couples, which we're going to put in Okaroon and Momo.
Yes.
Maybe.
For now.
They could get bumped because with like the couples already come up before, but Aaron and Mikasa, but
yep. So right now, action power couples, we got Edward and Winry from Full Metal, Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online, Casca and Guts from Berserk, and now Okaroon and Momo. All right. So it sounds like we got a solid 8 for now.
Mm-hmm.
Another one I got is Aaron and Mikasa.
Yeah.
That was an honorable mention one. Because it was total one-sidedness.
Yeah, it's one-sidedness, and is it ever considered to reach fruition or not?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that they deserve to be on here at all.
Okay.
It's not a full romance. It's more of just someone who was, deeply in love, but nothing ever came of it.
Yeah, dude.
Like that shit would have been hella red flag toxic couple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That belongs that's in the toxic bracket right there. If we had one. She threw her whole life away for this dude.
And he knew.
And he
the whole time.
His level of concern is right down here.
He knew what he was doing, dude.
Sorry, I don't do this
man.
shit.
I need to commit mass genocide.
Yeah. Destroy everyone or care about her love.
You would have loved me, but I'm gonna kill the world.
Yeah.
You included. So
yep.
I don't have time for love. I don't have time for love.
I just kind of need you to die for me,
Yeah.
I'm on a mission. All right. So they're gone. Another couple, which should probably roll into probably not on there, but if they were, would be in toxic, is Sasuke and Sakura.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's definitely toxic. Yep.
They suck.
But just keep them on a list, because if we did consider the toxic bracket, they would have to be on there.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to keep them on there because everyone knows them too. So,
okay. Next up, I got Ichigo and Orihime from Bleach.
They don't even like get together though until way later in the manga. Like there's nothing like happening throughout the whole thing.
Well,
I'm
you
still
know it's
watching
gonna
it.
be put in the it's gonna be put into the anime when they're done with all the animation and stuff. So at the end, everybody will know they're together, unless we're just saying we can just only rate them for what we know from the anime. If
Yeah,
that's
from
the
the
case, then
Yeah,
we
because
can't
then
have.
there's nothing. Yeah, they gotta
Okay.
go.
All right. And I guess that would go into my next one with Ochacho and Midoriya. Deku and Urabi
Yeah,
from My Hero.
I think it's the same thing for me.
So negative on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much of a hint and not a not like a solidifying of the. It's a hint
Yeah.
of
Would they not be in the will they won't they if we have that one?
that. Yeah, if there was a will they won't they, I think that they could be on that for sure, because it's constantly hint or what do you call it?
It's like hinted or foreshadowed. Like
Hinted or yeah, it's like a
they
it's
both like
there.
each other. You
Yeah,
see the
but
blush when they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, it's got the potential to get there, but will it ever happen? So it definitely would be in the will they won't they bracket. You know, that one's one that's an ongoing mystery. Whereas some of the will they won't they's you already have the the answer, but the buildup was good enough. You know what I mean? I feel bad because all mine are so old and obscure.
no, it's fine. It needs to be unanimous. Like I'm kind of leaning towards that way. EJ's kind of leaning towards that way. Jackie has yet to weigh in
I
on
don't
it.
know. Jackie seems like she's hesitant there. She's hesitating.
It's just tough because when I think of like romance anime or best couples, like there's like a clear in the anime itself, there's a clear like it's a part of the story. In My Hero, like it's a little bit, but it's just like super in the background. Like if you put all the genres there, if there's like 10 genres of My Hero, it's literally like the 10th
Yeah.
like part of it. So that's why I'm like, yeah, sure. If I like want to put all the couples that eventually get together and you put that, like, yeah, I love that they get together and like that is like a super sick couple. But like if I'm gonna judge based off of like the dynamics when I see and when I watch, they wouldn't even be on my list at all.
So you're talking about
Just
like
compared
the whole
just compared
interaction
to
and stuff.
just compared to the other anime that's out there that actually does include it into the story and make a like journey with it. You know, there's a lot of those out there that still have action and talk about it, but My Hero's primary focus is more of it, the action and the friendships and coming of age and shit like that. My personal opinion.
And then the last one I got, because I mean I could have had more, but a lot of these are like very recent because I just started dabbling into the kind of slice of life rom-com stuff. So I didn't want to just jump in there after one season of something and be like, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
But obviously the last one I got is Krillin and Android 18.
Oh.
Hey, that's gotta
Is that a fan favorite or no?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a I think it is a fan favorite for sure because of like the height difference and a lot of people dress up as that for Halloween. Like it's like that's also definitely a favorite because Krillin out of all of them, in my personal opinion, was probably the best husband, like father.
My man, he knew he married up. He was like, I'm not trying to fuck this up. I am not trying to fuck this up.
I'm not going to get a second chance.
He quit fighting. He literally quit fighting just to be with his family.
Hey guys, that's all y'all. All I got is Destructo Disc, and obviously these people are way past that.
I got.
Call me if you need something done on the lowest level. Call me, dog.
I literally got cut in half. I'm not doing this.
Nah. You see my wife? I'm not leaving. So if we are going to put Krillin and Android 18 in fan favorites, we have to drop one of them out. And I think it's the Light and Misa one from Death Note.
I 1000% agree.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I think all this talk has definitely instilled that we should have two other categories here. The toxic relationship and the will they, won't they category. Because we keep running into these that are, I mean, Light, it is a toxic relationship. It is like a perfect example of that. So I don't know if they should be kicked off the whole bracket for that, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, we could add more couples. It's just going to be a longer voting process. Which, if that's what we want, that's what we want. I
think we should stick it to just EJ. I know what you're saying, but I do think we should stick to the 4 brackets. Now, if we change the labels in those 4 brackets, then we move people around with that. If maybe that helps more, like maybe instead of most action power couple, that we change that to a different, as an example.
Yeah. I mean, because to make it kind of a, like from 16, you would have to expand out to like 32 to make it, or it'll be like an offsetting bracket where like some couples will have bye weeks essentially in other, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want it to be like an uneven kind of, you know. So we can expand it if we can sit and come up with like 32 couples to make it like everybody's getting voted every round. But again, that's what we're here for. So we have our 16 for now.
Yeah, and viewers and people who follow can chime in and give us some heads up too. They might like to see it go.
So when we're done with the show, what we're gonna do is be like, this is what we got. We'll give it a week for people in the group and other people to chime in and be like, this, that, or third, and then we'll come back on the next show. We'll wait a show, then we'll come back, look at what everybody put, and then we'll wait to be like, see or no, right?
Yeah.
I think that'll work.
I also have like some other mentions that I think.
Yeah, go ahead. Now we're opening up to viewers and to obviously you and EJ to provide your couples, and then we'll be like, does this bump somebody off, or is this the start of another bracket?
All right, hit us up, Jackie. Hit us up.
So the ones that I have on here, and it's because these are really popular romance animes in the romance bracket that people have watched, and I have like loved so much that I've even read the mangas of.
Ooh.
And if you ever heard of Kaicho wa Maid-sama, or the anime version is just called Maid-sama, it's about this girl. Her name is Misaki, and she's like she was queen of the school, but because she is in an all boys school, but they're converted recently, the school, from all boys to be like co-ed, because the school was like full of delinquents and stuff, and so they're trying to like make it better, and so they decided to bring in some girls. So Misaki is one of them, and then there's like maybe like, I don't know, 20 girls, so the ratio is like a lot. And Misaki's like class president. She's really smart, she's super athletic, but she hates men, like she hates boys, and she like wants all the boys to like stop being like delinquents, and she is very strict with them and tells them to make sure that they're fixing their uniforms, and yells at them all the time, and they all hate her and find her annoying. Well, there's this, on the opposite end, there's this boy, his name's Usui, who is like known as the prince of the high school, or the school, but he is uncaring. Like, he doesn't care about anybody or anything. He just goes about his day, gets left confessions all the time, and he always like ignores everyone. And all the boys are telling him that he needs to do something about Misaki because she's a tyrant and they're so over her, and like they can't stand her rules and stuff like that. And so he tries to like intervene, just to like, for comedic purposes, for himself. He finds it entertaining, so he's like, all right, I'll just try this or whatever. And they don't get along at all, until one day he's like on the opposite side of town, and he goes into this maid cafe, and he finds Misaki working there. And immediately he's like, oh, this is interesting. What are you doing here, class president? She has to work at the maid cafe part-time because her family is like really poor and her mom's sick. And so she works a second job to make money, but she keeps it secret. And she goes so far away from her house and from the school, so the boys don't find out, because she knows that they'll use that against her. And so Usui now finds her interesting and is wondering why she's like hiding this part of her life. And he starts like following her around. He shows up to the cafe all the time. It's very funny too. It's a rom-com for sure. Following her around. He's very interested. She's not. She hates him and wants him to like leave her alone. So like, and then he comes to her rescue a couple times. So you have the typical, like in romance animes, there's always like the girl gets like a fever and the guy's got to like help her and take care of her at some point. It's only 12 episodes. There's only a season 1, so it's a really quick watch. But the manga's so much better, and I've read the whole thing, and it's really, really good. You learn a lot more about Usui and who he is, and watch their relationship develop. But it develops pretty fast in the anime. But it's still very much like a huge rom-com. It goes back and forth, and a lot of like drama too between them. It gets like kind of spicy, and it is one of my favorites. I have watched it 3 times. It's up there with Toradora for me. And they're actually known as a super, like, even Steven has like watched them and he loves the show as well. So that's a huge like will they won't they rom-com type that I really like. And I personally think deserves to be on here. Like, it's got an 8 out of 10. It's like the same like staff that worked on Toradora also produced this anime as well when it came out. And what else do I have on here for just to add some other stuff? Yeah, like the teasing prince and the hardworking tsundere, like that type of thing is like there. Like, she's like mommy, not mommy, but she's like super independent, can do her own thing. She's really strong too. She beats up the boys and stuff like that. So I don't know. I really like the anime. It's super fun. The manga is really good though too. It hits all the feels. I don't know about you, but like sometimes when I read really good romance stuff, like it gives me like flutters all in my chest or in my like stomach, and it's like really good. Like it hits those feels. Because Toradora does the same thing.
I have to. What was the title again?
Maid Sama, or Kaichou, Kaichou. Wow, Maid Sama. It's a more modern. Like, came out a while ago, like back in 2016.
I'll put it on there.
Wait,
yeah.
Earlier than that? Longer than that? So there's that one. The other one, and I'm surprised you didn't mention this, Willie, was Kaori and Kosei from Your Lie in April.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I looked at that one. I hear what you're saying. I think it was a recency bias because Your Name was also super sad, but like Your Lie in April, to me, that was more of a emotional, like, fuck. Like, damn. But that's super valid. That is super valid.
EJ, have you seen Your Lie in April?
No, I haven't. I'm probably the most inexperienced when it comes to the slice of life and rom-com ones, or just drama stuff. I'm just now exploring, as Willie said, but even then it's rare because I mean we've got so much to watch and catch up on. I don't get a chance to. That's why I'm writing down the titles of these. I'm like,
that one's a quick watch too. It's only 12 episodes, and I think the manga too. Like, it ends. Like, there's no more. It's just, it's done. It can't go on. Okay, I'll just say that. Very sad. It's a very good. It's beautiful too. Like the music score. Like, I listen to it a lot. Because it's so pretty, but that's why I was surprised. Like, if you're talking about the romantic dramas, then that one I was like, I don't know, I would have put that one on there. And then I don't know if you guys ever heard, they actually like redid the anime and they have it on Netflix now. It actually just dropped this year or late last year. Oh my gosh, it is like, I've actually read the manga for this one as well. This one's more of like a not cutesy one, but it's called Kimi ni Todoki, or From Me to You, on Netflix. So this one is about a girl. Her name is Sawako. She is like known as like a really scary person to everybody in school. They think she like summons spirits, and she's like terrifying, and they all like don't want to be around her. So she kind of hides her face, and she's like really nervous to talk to people, but she tries to be nice. So she'll be like, here, you dropped your pencil. Like, and from her perspective, it's flowers. She's being so kind. And it shows other people's perspective. She's a scary, like, person that's, like, saying, I'm going to kill you or shank you with this, like, pencil. And that's not true. So She like kind of navigates that, but she's always so sweet and so kind. And then there's this other guy. He's the popular dude. His name's Kazehaya. And I see Black's comment. First bracket, Jackie. That's funny. I just saw that now. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, Kazehaya, he like notices her. I can't remember exactly what happened, but he notices her and she's like trying to help him with something. And I think he like always like kind of liked her, and then it just like shows their like love starting to blossom. That one's not more of a will they, won't they? It's more of like a very hits you in the feels, like very sweet romance that slowly like gets there like naturally. There's other ones out there too, like Horimiya is another one, and that people will talk about. That's a very good one, but I put those a little bit lower. So that one's really good too. That one would be like my kind of a romantic drama, but most of the drama is like high school drama.
So, of the ones you brought up, what categories would you put them in? Obviously, you're probably leaning more towards the romantic drama kind of.
If we want to do a will they, won't they bracket, then like if I ever chose to do that, I would replace the most action power couple with that, and then Okarun and Momo would stay in there. I would put Usui and Misaki in there. I don't know if Kirito and Asuna is will they, won't they, because
no, they're 100%. Like they smashed in the game.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
So that's romance to the fullest. They got a whole fairy kid, you know?
Or I wouldn't replace that bracket. I definitely, Usui and Misaki have to be on there. Like they are a very like in the romance community of like romance animes. Same thing with Sawako and Kazehaya. Like that From Me to You is actually like a really big romance anime. Like what's that anime in on Netflix too? Like the marriage one with the guy, he's in the military and they get an arranged marriage and they're together. You know what I'm talking about?
I absolutely do not.
Oh, well, that one's a good one too. Sorry, I watch a lot of romance animes. I think that Kaori and Kosei need to be on there. I think they need to be. I think they need to be in romantic dramas. And that's where I think like, I know you just watched
So wait,
that movie.
real quick. We're doing Masaki and Takumi. Obviously, they have to, right? You're like,
oh, Usui and Misaki. Yeah, they have to go on there. If I were to put them on here, ooh, it sucks because I have not watched Yuri on Ice.
I mean, we could take that one off. Like, I haven't seen it. Again, I was new to it, and I'm just like, I just need 4 couples up here. So I was trying to lean towards something where, like, if we put it out there, people will be, because I know I don't know,
knowledgeable or yeah,
be like absolutely this one will have to be up there. But as of now, we can say this is what we're choosing based on the stuff we've watched. And if viewers come on or commenters come on and they're just like, hey, how dare you leave off this power couple from Yuri on Ice? We could be like, well, okay, you know, we can put them back on there. So for now, we can take them off.
Okay.
And I will take, if there's any wrath or ire, send it my way.
I need people to start putting stuff in the comments because I don't know if what I'm saying is crazy, but when I did my research and what I know and what I read in the romance community, like these guys are always talked about.
Kaylee put something in there that I think EJ will probably be like that was one of his choices.
Yeah.
So we're putting them in the, you said as of now, romantic drama, the Usui and Masaka.
Usui and Misaki.
Misaki, okay.
Yeah.
Maid Sama.
Yeah. Sorry, another honorable mention that I'm surprised didn't get brought up. I don't know if you guys saw Darling in the Franxx.
I did. Oh my god, I love that one too.
Yeah, 02 and Hero. Like I would put them 1000% in. I don't even know. Like that would just be action power couple.
I put that in action.
Like, yeah, I think they go an action power couple.
Okay, let me see. So action power couple. We moved Inuyasha out and put them in iconic. Then we put Okaroon. So we would have. Are we taking out Edward and Winry?
I think we should,
Okay.
personally. They're cute, but it's another like My Hero thing. Yeah, I think that 0-2 and for sure
Zero.
needs to be on there.
Okay.
Dude, that one. Have you seen? Dude, EJ, you would like that because that's as mecha anime.
Hmm.
It's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
It
So
is
the
tears.
the way to power up the mechs though, you're just like, yo, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh well, yeah, that was a little-
Initially, you're like, yo, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
There would be no problems enlisting men in the military if they're just like, hey, this is
And that's how we had to power up.
this is how we gotta start the hey, it's a direct order. I got no choice.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
gotta
right.
save the world.
Hey, it's not my fault.
Our country,
Taking one for the team.
our country needs us.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's
So they would replace Edward and Winry in action power couples.
yeah.
And you don't think Edward and Winry are strong enough to be an iconic couple?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you think, EJ?
I don't know. The iconic couple bracket is kind of hard because I mean they could fit in there. I mean the popularity is there for the actual.
Would you guys be willing? Would you guys be brave enough to take off Naruto and Hinata to put somebody in there?
I don't think that they can unseat them. No.
For iconic though, not if you have it as an iconic. If you have the bracket labeled iconic,
they have to be in there.
Yeah,
they have
Naruto
to.
has to take that. Yeah,
They have to because it's Naruto's been out for like so long now. Unless there's an older anime, so Black kind of brought up a good point. I showed it. So Meliodas and Elizabeth, but I don't know if that's iconic because not everyone watched Seven Deadly Sins.
Well, they tried and then it got ass.
Oh yeah, so.
And I don't think.
But
people,
I
don't
agree
think
with
people
Black.
watched it long enough to understand their bond.
Yeah.
I think if you started watching it when the anime was good, you're like, Meliodas needs to go to fucking jail, you know? Because he woke up on Demon Time. I'm like, man, it's getting kind of weird every time I watch this. My man is like, his head's all up under her skirt and shit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man.
But
then you don't know that until later. You don't understand.
You understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's a good. Like, would you be willing to make them one of the 16, or do we get rid of? Now, hear me out. Do we get rid of the categories and just try to rack and stack the 16 best couples? Because I think doing it in the different regions or quadrants makes it easier to like rack and stack.
Yeah, and it'll help when we start getting further into the. You know what I mean?
Because if we just take that away, like we're just gonna be here all day trying to just figure out the 16.
No, I think the regions are fine.
The regions are fine. Yeah, the quadrants have to be there, or else we're gonna get overwhelmed with too many options.
The problem is that, and you guys can speak on it, but where did I say I was putting Usui and Misaki?
They're going in the romantic dramas.
Oh yeah, and they're replacing.
And they are replacing.
We're replacing the one that is new that we're not
yeah,
really
your name
of the ice.
No, that was a fan favorite. So the other one that you mentioned would be fan.
Oh, Kosei, right?
Yeah.
From Your Lie, Kaori and Kosei. That's definitely a drama. If we're talking about drama. We're talking about drama. That's a freaking drama, man.
Yeah.
Because Sawako and Kazehaya is not. It's kind of drama, but not drama. It's more like that's romance. It's just romance. There's a little bit of rom-com in it. Like it's kind of makes you laugh, but it's definitely a feel-good type one.
And didn't you have one to? So your name was being replaced by. Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. So for that one, so right now in romantic dramas, well, let's start from the top. So the icons, right? We got Inuyasha, and Kagome.
Mm-hmm.
You have Sailor Moon Tuxedo Mask,
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta and Bulma,
Mm-hmm.
Naruto and Hinata.
I think that is a valid, most iconic bracket.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I would have to agree.
I don't think you could change that.
Mm-mm.
That's
I don't
semi.
know.
So this one looks like it's semi set.
Yeah.
Okay. Action power couple. We removed Edward and Winry.
Yes.
Replaced them with 02 and Hero.
Mm-hmm.
We still have Kirito and Asuna. Casca and Guts are still there.
You guys have to speak on that because I have not seen Berserk, so I'll leave that.
I'm like, unless somebody comes up with something, like they're staying in there.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you have to watch the anime.
Golden Age. I mean,
The
they're
Golden Age,
both
like,
out there
that's
walking through soldiers like nobody's business.
a 2-person army
Yeah,
taking out platoons.
that's exactly what it is. It's a
And
2-person.
we have-
Griffin's like, just get me Guts and
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. I mean, they're
then-
badass.
We have Okaroon and Momo in there. That's our
Yeah.
4 for action. Okay. So of those, of the 3, I know you didn't watch Guts, but or Berserk, I'm about to say Bleach, Berserk. You're like that. You're like, that's a solid one.
For action power, it sucks. Well, no. Okay.
Okay. So we're sitting on that right now.
Yeah.
Romantic dramas. We have Kyo and Toru from Fruits Baskets.
Yep.
So your name was taken away, and we got Maid Sama in there.
Mhm.
We still have Zen and Shirayuki from Snow White with the red hair. Like, again, I haven't seen that one, so that's just
Yeah.
based on the interweb and the population of the interweb.
Yeah. No, it's a good drama. The only thing for me is that you have Kaguya and Yuki on here. And do you consider that a drama?
Or is that more of a comedy, is what you're thinking?
That's what I'm saying. Because that one's not. When I think of drama, I think like there's a lot of like. I mean, I think of drama. You know what I mean?
Now,
So,
hear me out.
Fruits Basket is definitely a drama.
Right. If Steven was around, he'd probably hear me out on this one. My man, he's the only other person I know that rocks with Beastars.
He does.
So if Legoshi and Haru, would you consider that to be a drama? Beastars. Do you watch it with him or no? Like, when he watches,
I don't, but he does. He would definitely consider that a drama. I know he's not up right now.
Okay. Yeah, don't wake him up.
No, I think he was up really late last night. He's been gaming on this new game that's like Game of Thrones style, like not Clash of Clans, but like Conquer something, and it's like a mod with Game of Thrones, and so he's been like deep into that. Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. It's pretty cool.
So
I think it's up really late.
You want to take Kaguya?
I just don't know if
your fan favorites. Because they're a solid. That's a solid.
No, it is
very well known, very well liked couple.
It is. What is that game? Oh, I'll tell Black later. It's really cool, dude. He's been playing. I know we're going off topic, but you can play as any of the characters in Game of Thrones, and like you can like try to conquer the 7 kingdoms. It's pretty sick. But anyways, this is hard because
we could keep them there for now.
A lot of people don't. The problem is that because it's not
that?
most iconic. I don't know how many people watch Beastars.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because they consider
it wouldn't
like,
be in the iconic category, because iconic's got to be like, these are the
like,
iconic to be pillars of anime. I mean,
like
anywhere you go, you'll see a reference of their face if anime is brought up, or a reference to their story. That's why the people that are in the icon bracket are renowned by everyone as anime pillars. That them.
Yeah.
So,
if we put Beastars in here, I just don't know what that relationship is like, but I know it's a lot of drama, and it is like a pretty big like couple. Like Steven loves Beastars, so like I know it's a big deal. So if you put that in here for drama, which I would agree is more of a drama than Kaguya-sama, Love is War, but Kaguya and Yuki have to be on this list, and I think they would have to go to fan favorites then, and they have to replace someone in fan favorites.
So here we go. So
that's true. That's a good idea.
All right. So Legoshi and Haru, right now, will fill out the romantic drama one. So Fruit Baskets, Your Lie, Snow White with red hair, and Beastars. Those will be our representatives for the romantic dramas. So
say that again. Sorry.
So we have
Kyo and Toru.
Yep.
Zen and Shirayuki.
Yep.
Legoshi and Haru, and then Kaori and Kosei.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what we have there now. So we would have to move, Kaguyaga and Miyuki to fan favorites. And I'm guessing they are replacing Victor and Yuri from Yuri on Ice. Or are they replacing Light and no, because Light was already, they were replaced by Krillin in 18.
Yeah. So what I have right now in fan favorites is Lloyd and Yor, Taiga and Ryuji, Android 18 and Krillin, Usui Misaki, and Kaguya and Yuki.
Oh.
Because I just moved to the fan favorites. So we have to.
One of them's got to go.
Yeah.
Are we getting rid of Krillin in 18?
I think so. Because if anything, I don't know if Android and 18 and Krillin would be huge out of that list of people for romance couples. I don't know if they'd be a fan favorite. I think that's more of an iconic couple that everyone likes because everyone will dress up as them. They're like, oh, whatever. I just don't.
Favorite. That's the definition of fan favorite.
Taiga and Ryuji are not leaving. I'm just telling you that. They're not leaving. If anyone's leaving, it's either Android 18 and Krillin or Lloyd and Yor. That's what's leaving. Taiga and Ryuji are not. Like, they're winning that.
Lloyd and Yor? No.
Either Lloyd and Yor.
I will let people know. And this is the host taking hosting privileges. Lloyd and Yor anywhere. Unless you're moving them to another category. They are going to be on this list.
Okay. That's fine.
But so it seems like the hosts are saying two of these are not going nowhere. So that just means there's two slots to mess around with.
Yeah, it's either Usui and Masaki or Android 18 and Krillin. If you have to think of like what majority of people might choose.
So wait, what's your fan favorites right now, Jackie?
I have Lloyd and Yor, Taiga and Ryuji, Android 18 and Krillin, Usui and Masaki, and Kaguya and Yuki. If one of them's going to leave, and I hate them saying this right now, and it's because I know what people have watched, the majority. If like I had to think of the majority of people that watch anime, in general, so the weebs and the noobs, they not everyone has probably watched Kaicho wa Maid-sama, which is sad.
Hey, and like I said, we're just going to let it ride for a week. And if a majority of our viewers or people are just because, we'll make the thing, we'll promote it, we'll push it out so more people get eyes on it. And we can get kind of a bigger general, response and recommendations and stuff to this. So,
shit. Hold on. I'm sorry. My dog.
It's so good.
No, this is not a toy.
Well, to Zeke, it is. Yeah. All right. So while we're kind of looking at that one, who do you got, EJ? Like, what are you looking at?
All right. I wasn't sure because I didn't know the actual quadrants. So I just picked.
Yeah.
I picked ones, and I have a little explanation for each one. And I know I'm going to say this one first because it's a movie, and I wasn't sure if we are going to cover that. But I picked Howl's Moving Castle, as in Howl and Sophie, just because of the dynamic of the relationship. If you watch the movie, it's a lot of self-reflection. Like everything that Sophie's going through is results of her own self-image. And then the time distortion that plays into their romance. And then if you've watched the movie and you go back and watch it again after learning about the time distortion, everything makes more sense when they first meet. Like when they first meet, it seems like Howl is saying a bunch of nonsense to Sophie. You're just like, what? Why does he act like he knows this girl? Why is he picking her up and jumping from rooftop to rooftop? Why is he interested in this girl? But if you watch the whole movie and you watch the time distortion and windows where they share information across points in time, it all makes sense. All going all the way back to Hal meeting her for the first time, which isn't the first time because of time, the way time distorts. So I thought that was a very interesting approach. I like the idea of it. And I like the idea that the realization of love from both characters had to come in order for him to understand the importance of life. Like, he was extremely powerful, extremely gifted sorcerer. He'd made, moves to get to this power. And in doing so, he kind of forfeited a lot of the deeper emotions from within, like his heart. So as the movie goes on and you see he starts to grow this attachment to her, and she can't even see why until she realizes that, then he's able to understand what love is. And like I said, because of the time distortion, it all kind of loops back. And I know it's a movie, so I wasn't sure. So that's why I threw it up there. But I felt like enough people know them. Studio Ghibli's got a huge following. And I felt like, as far as Studio Ghibli goes, a lot of times their love and romance doesn't carry all the way to being an actual relationship. It's hinted at, it's discussed, but it's never like truly, hey, we're together. But in Howl's Moving Castle, it is all about her realizing that she is more than, what she sees herself as, and him realizing what love is, or feeling the actual feeling of love in his heart. So I threw that one out there. Like I said, it's a movie. I wasn't sure if it fit. I saw Black mentioned Ninja Scroll. I didn't pick Jubei and Kagero. If we had a tragic couples, they would definitely be in that. Jubei and Kagero's love is horribly tragic. It's beautiful, but so sad, and you're just like, why can't you guys ever have a happy ending? It's like your love stories just piss me off. But anyway, so
I think we can too, Willie.
The shows that I picked, and I picked Apothecary Diaries, which is one of the few dramas I've actually watched. And I know it's more of a dramedy, like it's a lot of comedy in it. But
really,
I felt like the intricacies surrounding palace life and all the mystery and stuff, I felt like that was really cool to see how Mao Mao relates to Jinshi, which the fact that she doesn't realize at first who he is. So it's not like anything else besides their interactions that start to build this relationship. You know what I mean? And his fascination with her intellect and her demeanor, it just goes deeper than that, deeper than the basic, I don't know, want to call it just high school drama, but it is deeper than that. The relationship starts to grow on things more tangible than just, oh, he's cool, the cool guy in school, or oh, they're hot, or oh, they're the best athlete. This grows because he's interested in the fact that Mao Mao is so independent and intelligent, and she starts to see him as more of an ally and more than what he is, even though she doesn't realize who he is at first. So I felt like that was interesting enough. Plus the way that they let the story go on by attacking all these mysteries and court life without it getting to the point of action. But it's enough to where it does bring you to the edge of your seat at times to reveal some of these things going on. And I felt like the story makes that romance more interesting in a sense. I put on Elfin Lied as well, just because I felt like it's another tragedy, and it would go on the tragic love story if we had one. But the fact that Lucy knows very little of the world, and Kyoto brings her into that, and he's more of a coming of age. She's not, obviously, because she's not a human like he is. But through his coming of age and his emotions for her, she starts to learn about the great things of life and humanity. She didn't know any of that, coming out of her situation. And the best way I like to tie that in for people is if you enjoyed Stranger Things, the series on Netflix, a lot of Stranger Things can be tied to Elfen Light as well, as far as the way the story flows, the main character. But I mean, the tragedy of this and watching Kyota's love grow for her and her to understand what love means just before having to give it all up it was so impactful. I thought that was great. And if we did have a tragic one, I would like that, to put them there. I wasn't sure though, like I said. And then I had Demon Slayer, and not for the whole series, but the relationship from Akaza and Kyuki.
Oh, fuck! Why are you bringing up so many good points?
And that to me, the fact that his love for her and her love for him transcended not only death, but him being cursed to be a demon. He still kept parts of his love for her, and he didn't even realize it. And then in the end, for it to become that her soul was willing to come back and go to hell with him is just like, whoa, bro, you guys have hit the pinnacle of love. You're going to give up the afterlife to go to hell with you because you love them that much. And I was just like, if anything, if we had that category, they need to be on there, bro. And last and more of an honorable mention, the summer Hikaru died. I thought that it's not full romance, but the relationship between them and the depth of importance that the characters care for each other was so
important. Do you have
important.
a romance bracket?
Category?
They're but I mean, I know it's hinted. Could it be a romantic love?
Yeah.
But even if you take all that away, the relationship between the two, that this entity depends on him so much because of the emotions it enveloped from his friend, and the fact that he has come to need that person so much, he's willing to accept this entity, which isn't that person. He knows that, but it keeps that person in his life in a strange way. If you've ever had serious loss, you can relate to that in a way that you're like, if I had a chance to hold on to this love for this person, even if it's not the exact person that I loved, most people would take that chance, because when you truly love someone, hints of their memory and everything to keep them around you means so much that he overlooks that this entity is taking lives of those around him, but he's willing to let that go because he loved his friend that much. You want to lose his friend, and to confront that, he loses that. So those are the ones I picked. And like I said, I didn't know the whole categories, so they don't really fit in all the quadrants, but
and like, as you were talking, it's like we got to expand this shit, bro. Like it's no way we could just do it's no way.
There's so many great relationships, I'm like, and even those one shots where Demon Slayer isn't focused on Akaza, but man, Akaza steals the show in freaking the Infinity Castle, bro. That story, if it didn't tug on your heart, you don't have one, bro. Because that shit was rough. I was like,
dude,
oh god,
dude. And also, Black brings up a good point too. I've never watched Clanad, but when people talk about romance animes, Clanad is always brought up. It's and that's a super tragic one as well. I've never seen it, but like people, it's been on my to watch list since I was like 12 years old, and I never watched it.
Yeah.
All right. So while you were talking, Eric, I was just like, we need to expand these categories to have. If we're going to 32, let's just have, we'll break them out into like different brackets and vote them down until we get to like our final 8, I guess, because it'll be the winner from each of these categories would then face each other in the bigger.
It'll be a hard fought one.
Yeah,
for real.
Being a man of technology, I ask AI. I'm just like, hey, bro, hook us up with some categories. So here's what they came up with. So the first one would be the slow burn category. These couples are masters of the will they, won't they dance. They often spend dozens or hundreds of episodes harboring deep feelings while being completely unable to communicate them. So examples that they give is Kaguya-sama, Love is War, and Edward and Winry from Full Metal Alchemist. So those are those long, are they
The
going to
love
get
is there, and you're waiting
Yeah.
for him to act.
You're just waiting for somebody
Yeah.
to just admit it, like, chick, I love you. Let's make this work.
Yeah.
The next category is the Battle Forge duo. So these couples aren't just romantic partners; they are a tactical unit. Their bond is cemented through combat, shared trauma, and literal or real life and death stakes. Right. So
Yeah.
obviously, the examples they give here is Kirito and Asuna from Love is War, and then they also got Shikimaru and Tamari from Naruto.
Oh.
Is one that they want to throw in there, right?
Yeah.
So again, when we start talking about our battle stuff like the guts and Casca, they would probably fall in there.
Yeah.
The third category brought up is the academic or workplace rivals. So they're essentially saying this is the enemy to lovers trope. These
Okay.
couples started out trying to
Like
outshine
the
one
Maid
another
Mama
in
story that
school,
Jackie
Yep.
mentioned.
in school or at work, only to realize their obsession with winning is actually obsession with the person. So, the Usui and Misaka, that's the main example they give in this one. Then you have the sun and moon category, which is the opposite attract. So
Hmm.
their explanation is one is a golden retriever, the other is a black cat. So they balance each other's extremes perfectly. So the examples they give here is Yor and Lloyd from Spy Family.
Yeah. I would say Spy Family though could definitely go into the
action,
the battle
Battle
one.
system?
The battle,
Oh,
yeah.
1000%.
I'm like, because
But-
they're lethal.
Right.
So,
1000%.
yeah.
The next category is the chaos element. So these are the unhinged couples. Their relationship is defined by high energy, frequent comedy, and a shared sense of mischief or I hate this word. Eccentricity. God damn.
Damn.
I can say eccentric, but then they're adding the
Eccentricities or whatever. Is that how you
See?
say that?
because
I
I
don't
can
know.
see eccentric, and then it's just like they add this suffix to it.
Tease.
See, it's weird. It's weird how my brain works.
Just mumble it off and then say sissities at the end.
Just say whatever. It's fine. Yeah, it's
Y'all
kind
know
of
what I
like
mean.
it's kind
Y'all
of
know
like
what
what
Sissities.
So we have they usually stress out every other character in the show. So key traits are unpredictability and shared weirdness. Examples they have are Isaac and Miria from I guess Bakano, and then Okabe and Kurisu from Steins Gate. I would say we could probably. I would say I would want this one to be like the toxic couple, red flag.
yeah.
That's what I would want this one to be.
Toxic brat or category.
Yeah, toxic couples. Yeah.
So
That
then
exists.
six says the old married couple, even if they're not, and that's in quotes, old married couple. Even if they just started dating, they act like they've been together for 50 years. They have a comfortable domestic routine and often skip the dramatic gestures in favor of practical support. The examples they give is Hirotaka and Narumi from I think it's Otakoi. Love is hard for otaku. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
And
right.
Kraft Lawrence and Holo from Spice and Wolf.
Oh yeah, that's a really feel good romance.
What's their dynamic? Is it like they're together but they're not, or is it
They're not initially together? It's kind of like a just naturally like comes together, like realistically. So a lot of people like the refreshing aspect of it, where it's just like they talk, there's a friendship, there's no hate or anything, and then it just like slowly blossoms. Here, my God, why can't I? I'm blinking. Not Hiro Yumi. Oh my God.
You're
Himor. There's an anime that I'm like blanking on the name right now, but it starts with an H. That I really loved, because that one also was like they didn't hate each other, but it also like slowly gets together and it's natural, and people like how there's communication, they like actually like each other and they admit it, and then it goes through that, like I would call it more like a feel good romance, where it's just like you're just enjoying the love and then just the other things that come into it.
Yeah. I mean, worst case, if we can't track enough in there, Eric does he brought up a couple good couples, the redundancy of that, it's the but like if we need to just rename this one to like
Tragic
movies
love
or like for
story.
films, like if we could just focus on like couples from
What do you
films.
call it? Is it star-crossed lovers or tragic?
No, actually, star-crossed tragedy is the next category it recommended.
Oh, okay.
So these couples are deeply in love, but are kept apart by fate, duty, or literal physical distance. Their stories are usually defined by longing and the what if. So I like the examples for this one. So Taki, right? Taki and Mitsua from Your Name is in this category. And Simon and Nia from Gurren Lagann is in this one. So the star-crossed tragedy, which is exactly what Your Name is. I don't even know if you want to put Your Lie in this one as well. But again, and then the last one is the childhood sweethearts, the classic long game category. They grew up together, know each other's most embarrassing secrets, and usually have a promise they made when they were 6 years old that drives the plot. So examples are Yusuke and Hiko from Yu Yu Hakusho, Taiga and Ruji from Toradora. But they're just like they may or may not be because they started out as friends and neighbors. So
yeah.
But those are the 8 that AI is just like if you want to break something up into 8 categories for anime couples, these are it.
I think we should keep the most iconic category. I did like that category a lot.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we take one of the other ones out, like the
which topic, or I guess which theme are you like? We could probably do without that one.
I don't like the sun and moon category.
The opposite track one.
Yeah, because I feel like it's like Yor and Lloyd, for example, they can fall into another category easily besides just opposites attract.
Yeah, because I don't really consider them opposites so much. I mean, they're different, but they're not
like on different sides of the war. Like, of course, they're
you
know what I'm saying.
But I mean, they're not. I mean, besides
and
being
a lot of people that you can also say Momo and Okarun are opposites attract also, just because of. But like, I wouldn't even like want to put them under that category because they fit better with like will they, won't they, like, or rom-com, or you know what I mean. Like it just there's better categories to fit stuff like that rather than just opposites attract.
So all right, let's here's what we'll do. We'll wrap up this show by coming up with 8 categories.
Okay.
And then we will revisit throughout the week. We'll keep in touch and be like, here's what we're thinking, right? So I will do a better job of keeping in the group chat like, hey, here are my picks for boom, 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 right?
How many are we having in each category?
It'll be 4.
4 per. Okay.
Yeah. And there'll be some categories where I'm not well versed in. So like EJ may come with some and you may come with some, and I'm just like, fuck it, put it in there. So when we come back next show, we'll be able to roll out, here's what our bracket is looking like and reveal it real time. So the first one, category 1, slow burn professionals. These are the couples of the will they, won't they dance. We want to keep this one.
I think it's a good one. Yeah, I do like the will they, won't they category.
All right, so that's what we'll call this one.
Yeah.
Will they, won't they?
Yeah.
Will they, won't they?
All right. This is how the sausage gets made, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You're watching.
You're getting the behind the scenes, nitty gritty of Eat the Cake right here
of production. The next one, the Battle Forge duo.
I like that. I think we should keep that.
All right. So that's
because this is the bracket that basically the one you came up with where they're the power couple. Same thing.
Yeah.
The academic workplace rivals.
That's just like enemies to lovers.
Yeah,
Yes.
rivals turned relationship or enemies to lovers. Yeah.
Enemies to lovers. We'll call it that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I do like that.
Okay.
Well, it fits too. Like from what you said about the Maid Sama story, this would be perfect for that category.
Do you think that enemies to lovers is too similar to will they, won't they?
No,
No?
because Momo and Okarun are
because
perfect
Vegeta
examples
and
of will they,
Bulma
won't
would,
they. They're not
Vegeta and
enemies.
Bulma will
Yeah.
fall right into here,
That's true.
and that opens up an iconic.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when EJ was talking about Howl's Moving Castle, I was
See?
like, that's an iconic couple.
It is. It's
Come
and
on,
it's
Sam.
I
hard.
was so mad when he brought it up. I was like, I'm so mad that he just brought this up right now because that just ruined everything for me.
My bracket is busted. Yeah.
It's the wild card. It's a wild card got thrown in there.
All right.
But yeah, okay. I think enemies to lovers is a better way to say that. Instead of like academic wordplay, like whatever. Just
Yeah,
Yeah, enemies to lovers. That's fine.
So the sun and moon one, that's the one Jackie was like, we could probably
Just make that iconic couples.
Yeah, keep the iconic couples. and
iconic
take that one.
couples right there.
Yeah.
Number 5, the toxic.
Hell yeah. Keep
Yeah,
that.
we got to keep that one. We've got a lot that could fall in that category. Damn.
Yeah.
Number 6, the old married couple, even if they aren't. So these are the ones with the deep familiarity, finishing each other's sentences, low drama stability, just kind of like Jackie said, the natural weird
Yeah.
thing.
If you want, you can, instead of saying old married couple, if you want to make it sound better, the category is like feel good romance or like natural. I don't know if you want to label it like that.
Faded lovers or whatever.
Faded. Yeah, maybe.
They're fated to be together. You know it from the
not
beginning.
faded. Maybe not faded.
Destined. Destiny. The couples of destiny.
Yeah, well, the only thing with that is where I think of that is you can get into like the star-crossed lovers or the love that transcends time, which you're now getting into. There's a lot that you can put under there because there's a lot of like, I'm already thinking of 4 anime right off the bat that has couples that like their love has gone over like time and time and time. But that's why I think if you want to make it like that, you can do like.
I don't know. Let's go. The original bracket were iconic. The power couples. The
It was the
you can
icon.
name it. Oh, name it like fan favorites.
Oh, this will be fan favorites.
Yeah, you can just
let's
have it be
take
fan favorites. I
take
did like
over that one because
yeah.
the old married couple. I don't really know if that's something to debate. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fan favorites would be something to debate.
Okay.
You know?
Fan favorites. It's like the wild card thing, like the the grab bag, like where people are just like they couldn't fit in here, but they got to be talked about. Okay.
Yeah, because everyone loves them regardless of whether they fit in the other categories.
All right, so fan favorites in there. The next one is the star-crossed tragedy. So these couples are deeply in love, but are kept apart by fate, duty, like your Romeo and Juliet's, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like tragic romance.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I definitely think this should be tragic couples or tragic romance.
Yeah.
Okay. 1000%.
And then the last one was childhood sweetheart. So the classic long game. They grew up together, know each other's most embarrassing secrets, have a promise they made when they were 6 or something that drives the plot. So they gave the Yu Yu Hakusho reference and Taiga and Ruji from Toradora.
I know this is just an idea, but do they have anything like drama or romedy, like a romance comedy?
Oh yeah, you can say
rom-com.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know the childhood ones. We'll have a ton of different ones where they met as kids, and that's. But I mean, if we get ones, what's the best ones that are funny romances? Or the characters make you laugh and stuff. Because I mean, all the other ones are pretty serious categories. We don't have one that's just like a rom-com category where it's like who's funny, but you enjoyed their relationship and is funny.
Yeah.
I don't.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Because I get what you're saying, but then I feel like you're going to focus more on the show rather than like the couple.
Yeah.
I mean, because so
if we could do what you talked about before, EJ. We could call it like star-crossed lovers or destined. So the lovers that like their love has transcended time, basically. So like they might not know in the moment, but their love has spanned over like hundreds or thousands.
But we have that one, don't we? We have the.
Now we changed that one. No, Star-Crossed Tragedy.
Okay, so we have
call that-
tragedy, but
we
we don't
call
have
that
or we
tragedy.
don't have destiny. Like, so we'd have to have one. This you're saying make this one the like destined to be together from the start.
You could have that. That's a category potentially.
Because I mean that kind of feels the same thing as far as the childhood, friends. They're destined to be together, or
But well, when you change it to destined, it's now not just childhood because now you're bringing in like, for example, in Yasha and Kagome, I would put them under that because their the song, their theme song is literally called "The Love That Transcends Time," and it's because it's gone over like.
And this is where Meliodas and Elizabeth would also come.
Yeah, and then now you got 0, 2, and Hero, and there's just like a bunch now that you're like.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know if there's any others, but and then I think that like, yeah, you could either do that or you could do like a straight up slow burn, where it's like, because like My Hero could be slow burn, like Naruto could technically be slow burn because there's nothing happening.
Yeah, that's the will they won't they, right?
I don't know. I guess I consider will they won't they a little bit differently. I consider will they won't they more like, for example, in Dan to Dan, like there's more it's more of a rom-com. But there's romance comedy in it where the romance is more prevalent with them. So that's more will they, won't they. Kaguya-sama Love Us Wars, will they, won't they.
So you're saying your slow burn will be where you would have your Ichigo and Orihime.
Yeah, as an example.
It's not the focus, but it's there and it's in the background. It's building and building.
Or your Edward, your Winry, this would be.
Yeah, that's super slow burn.
Yeah, Momo and Okuron, it's in your face, but you're not sure if they're going to make it happen. So that's why that one's a more
like the audience knows they both care for each other.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, just tell her or just tell him. Yeah.
Personally, I like the Star-Crossed, the Destined, the Fate one more than the slow burn. Personally.
But
what do you guys think? Those are the two categories that the other one that like ChatGPT gave me was healthy relationships.
Well,
and like the wholesome supportive couples it gave examples of was like Marin and Gojo from like Dress Up Darling, Lloyd and Yor, Kazuhaya and Sawako from Me to You. That one that I talked about was the feel, but that's like feel good romance. So
I don't know if I'd say Lloyd and Yor were like a healthy couple. That's just my point of view.
Yeah, but that's I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I feel like we got good categories going. Yeah. So now it's more just filling those 4 slots in each one.
Well, we only have 7. We have to do 8, right?
Oh, we had them all.
Did we? Yeah, I thought we went through 8.
I will they won't they battle. I have will they won't they battle forge duo, enemies lovers, iconic couples, toxic couples, fan favorites, and tragic couples. That's 7.
Okay.
So we turned childhood sweethearts into what?
That's what we were trying to figure out. Either we could do Destiny or Slow Burn. Which one would you guys prefer more? I personally like the Destiny.
We could go Destined lovers. Like they met, like reincarnated. They went back. So this would be where you would put Sailor Moon, right? And Tuxedo Mask. So you would take them out of.
We're keeping them in the icon, right? Aren't we still holding on to icon? Couple.
Jackie just froze up.
Jackie, no.
Hey, I'm here.
She's back.
There you are.
I don't know what happened.
So yeah, I guess like they could fall in there, but they would have to be an iconic. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could keep it with Destiny.
Okay.
So
will they won't they?
Yep.
Will they won't they is 1.
Yep.
Number 2 is going to be what?
Battle Forge Duo.
Battle Forged. And I actually like that title there. That's a good one.
Number 3 is your enemies to
lovers.
Enemies to lovers. Okay. Okay, and then we have toxic.
No, 4 was we
iconic couples.
Oh, iconic couples. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we have after that
toxic couples.
Toxic.
Toxicity.
Then we
Love it.
have tragic couples.
Fan favorites.
Oh, fan favorites. Okay.
And then tragic couples.
All right. And then the last one is the Destiny or Slow Burn.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 8. We're good.
Destined to be.
All right. So, for those watching, those listening, stay tuned. Follow the group. Follow our socials. You see them at the bottom of the screen and all that stuff. We're going to post what the new categories are, and we'll be looking for you guys to add some suggestions and stuff, and we'll work on it throughout the week, the next 2 weeks until the next show, and then we'll reveal, hey, this is what we got, and we'll open it to debates, all this stuff, because our goal is after the next show, we will then post a bracket and voting will start going live to see who we would all choose, you would all choose to be the best couple in anime history.
Sounds good.
This is a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
I like how it pivoted.
Yeah.
Because we were just like 16 and 4 cat, and I'm just we honestly
No, man, EJ messed it all up.
we would be
I'm a ruiner.
a hella disservice.
Yeah, dude. See, when you brought that up, when you brought up freaking Howl, and then you brought up Demon Slayer, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And we're now kind of looking at focusing more on the characters and the couple than the actual series. So I think that makes a huge difference, because then, like when Willie brought in the movie at first, it was kind of like, hey, Your Name is a movie, but we're talking about couples and they still fall in that category, be it a movie or not. You know what I mean? There's still so I think that now we've kind of flipped that focus more on the couples and the relationship more so than the series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think it's good.
Hell yeah.
I'm cool with it. I'm excited to start doing the homework on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah. That's episode 28 of anime. Stay tuned. The bracket continues. It is March Madness after all. You know, NCAA tournament going on. What's better than coming up with a very interactive bracket?
Yes.
I think it's gonna be a good one. So you guys got any parting words for the folks before we wrap this up?
No, thanks for watching. Hit us up with your ideas, your inputs. We love that. And have fun. Watch anime.
Yeah. Hopefully you put some romance anime on your radar, man.
Yeah, I got a bunch now. I'm gonna turn on that Maid Sama. It's 12 episodes I can watch.
Jackie, you be genre shaming.
Genre shaming?
Genre shaming. Just hopefully you guys watch more romance and not that isekai shonen shit y'all be watching. Like Jesus.
Like grow up, boys.
Yeah.
There's
more
I need to get people genre cultured, man.
Oh, I like that better. She's just trying to culture us. I get
She's expanding genres, horizons.
Expanding your purview. Stop looking at solo leveling.
Yeah.
Ooh. Speaking of which, what's up with the anime awards from Crunchyroll? I haven't seen no links or anything for voting.
No.
Yeah, that's
Let me dabble real quick.
They seem to have fallen off a little bit for this, like for summer's approaching or spring is here. And
valid thing to bring up.
Yeah, you're not off the hook, Crunchyroll.
No.
Oh, they dropped something January 28th, I guess. Oh no, that we talked about this. This is what we talked about. That's the last thing they dropped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's now March. We ain't heard anything.
Anime awards.
Oh, apparently, but they set May 23rd though.
Is that when the awards is?
Is that when they're starting the?
So apparently,
selection?
apparently they're setting May 23rd for the 10th anniversary Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Where did this person get that from?
What?
So I'm on their site. So they have. If I could just bring this to the screen, share screen, because we're gonna let everybody see this shit.
Man.
So Crunchyroll Anime Awards, your ultimate guide, right? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
With the awards headed back to Tokyo on May 23rd, 2026 at the Grand Prix. Blah 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 blah. Consider this your guide. Ooh, let's go with how it works. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards follow 2 rounds of votings. In the first round, a panel of judges determines the 6 initial nominees for each of the show's categories. In the second round, the judges panel will vote alongside fans to decide the winner in each category, including Anime of the Year. All of the winners will be revealed. Okay, cool. What are the categories?
And they're also opening voting April 2nd. I just found that.
Okay.
So it's not the fuck. Never mind. Who are the nominees for it? Nominees will be here. How do I vote? Hosting. When can I watch it? So where was that? I know it was somewhere here where they're just like, hey, for these, this will be the voting period. Let me Google that.
Oh, it's January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025. They're back to calendar year.
But then they're going, y'all know what's going to happen, right?
No, I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be stupid. I'm going to be really mad. And I'm telling you, like, we're going to have to make this a nighttime show because I'm going to need a drink.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so
one of
mad.
those.
So here's what I'm saying. Yes, you can have it in May, and you're trying to rate fucking shows that happened fucking 6 months ago, if not more than
if not a year ago or more. Yeah,
18 months ago. So, you know, you could be telling people to vote for one season of one show, and then it comes back, and they're just super hyped because the new season is dope, and then it'll be solo leveling again. You know, so it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I mean, it's always going to fall back on that, recency bias and.
Makes me so mad, dude.
It's okay, Jackie.
Well, and they're just shooting for views, so it's not a huge thing right there. But it is disappointing because that's why the scope and the genre expansion that Jackie's trying to impart in people is like it's failed. It's failed from Crunchyroll because they don't try to.
Make sure it's a sternly worded email.
Yes, with some finger wagging and stuff like,
why I oughta.
Back in my day.
What are you?
Anyways, so yeah, stay tuned because we're on Crunchyroll's head on that. We want to make sure that the right shows get in there, but this panel of judges that nobody knows about that stays behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's whatever, studio lines their pockets the best. They're like, oh, well, hey, look at this show. Hey,
hey, who thought of this show?
Hey.
Look how great it is.
And
like
very, very heavily
studio.
Crunchyroll dependent as well. So we'll see how that works. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in with us. Like EJ said, appreciate you guys tuning in. Looking forward to your guys' suggestions and recommendations for the panel. Socials are in the bottom of the screen here. Please tap in. Let us know what you think. And as always, continue to watch anime. Have fun. Watch what you want to watch. Don't let Jackie shame you.
Wait, I want to look up a goodbye thing. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good catch.
You got to have an outro by...
Hold on. I got it.
Thanks, Black.
I'm looking one up right now.
She's so focused.
Okay, I'm.
You're trying to pick which one you want to read.
Bit. Okay, you ready for it? It's like a whole thing. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And that's the end of today's episode, where we proved once again that anime couples will have us arguing like we're personally in the relationship. From enemies to lovers to slow burns that took longer than our emotional healing, we really sat here and judged fictional relationships like it's our full-time job. And honestly, it kind of is. If your favorite couple got eliminated early, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. Take it up with the bracket. Make sure you let us know who your top anime couple is, and we'll see you next time for more hot takes, bad opinions, and absolutely unnecessary levels of passion.
Unnecessary
it.
levels of passion is what I'm here for. That's
I
great.
like it. I'm here for it. So I'm surprised it didn't add. Oh, what was that? Was that the one you were? Baka bye.
Baka bye. I did. I did put in here like because I was trying to mess with the algorithm. I was like, make it
Right.
a little funny and cringy. So
I like it. I like it.
That's gonna have to be merch, man. We're gonna have to get a Baka bye for
Baka
like
bye.
oh, we have to. I want to put on a hat.
Baka
Baka bye.
oh, that'd be
All right.
awesome.
That's it for episode 28. Y'all take care. Peace.
Peace.
Baka bye.